Let's check it on the teams then. Well, Inter are without Marcelo Brozovic, who picked up a calf injury while on international duty with Croatia. It means a recall for Roberto Gagliardini in midfield, with Matias Vecino pushed further forward. Now the only change to the team that began the 2-1 win over Benevento 2 weeks ago. Jean Mario is absent with an acute case of tonsillitis. 2 changes to the Milan side that began their 2-0 loss to Roma. Nikola Kalinic is out with a thigh injury, while Hakan Çalhanoğlu is suspended. In comes Suso and Giacomo Bonaventura. Andre Silva leads the line with the Portuguese international, still searching for his first Serie A so far, with 12 minutes gone at San Siro. Borja Valera, a lovely skill, and now Candreva. Oh, and off the bar. What an effort that was from Candreva, the closest we've come to an opener in the derby.
Well, we spoke before the game about who was going to play number 10 for Inter today, and it's Borja Valera who picks the ball up in space, just lays it off to his left-hand side into the path of Candreva. One touch, and he just tries to float it into the top corner. No pace on the ball, really, but it's so close. Desperate to win the ball, just shielding it away. Didn't want to go on his left side there, Miranda. Didn't want to take a touch towards the touchline and use his left foot. Always knew that maybe the foul would come. This is the shot from Candreva. No space really to get that shot away. Just trying to bend it into the top corner, lift it in there, and he did many goals. In the last 10 seasons, 9 times the champions come from the team that's conceded the fewest goals. So if they can keep that defensive record strong and stop conceding goals, then Spalletti's going to have every chance.
Suso with the effort wide.
Speculative, isn't it? It's a long way out to be trying to score there. He's probably claiming there was a little touch off the studs, but didn't look it.
What will Montella have made, do you think, forward? And we all know that Borja Valera can deliver a mean set piece, and he's done just that, really. It was an awkward ball for Milan to try and defend, and it's come all the way across here for Ivan Perisic. Miranda's forward from the back, and his header wasn't far wide.
He rose so well there, didn't he? Miranda timed it brilliantly, his header. First ball in wasn't really dealt with particularly well by Milan, just flicked out, kept in at the far post. Appealing for offside, they don't deal with the second ball. Second ball comes back in, and Miranda times his jump to perfection, powers a header over the top of Ricardo Rodriguez, and Donnarumma was scrambling.
Shot conversion rate as well, 38%. The Predator
comes alive in the penalty area, doesn't he? Finds space, great finisher.
Candreva, who's been found by D'Ambrosio, early crossing, Icardi! One chance, one goal. Mauro Icardi for Inter. And it all came from a cross from Candreva. You could not script it. Just what they talked about before the game. The deadly combination. Inter in front on Derby Day.
Well, we spoke earlier, didn't we, about Candreva's crossing. Could he put it into the right area? Well, he certainly does this time. It's an absolutely wonderful ball in behind the recovering defenders. Bonucci goes to the ground, can't get there, can't cut it out. Icardi gets across the front of Musacchio, just a deftest of touches with his right foot, guides it into the bottom corner. Donnarumma with no chance. Cambiasso over the moon, applauding in the stands.
Milito would have been proud of that finish as well. It's vintage Mauro Icardi. It's Bonaventura, he looks set to take it. And he does walk over it, and in it goes from Rodriguez. It was a good cross.
Andre Silva nearly on the end of it, wasn't he? Looked as though he got it, as he hasn't picked him too often.
An embarrassment of riches, haven't they, in that area of the pitch, and it goes to Icardi again.
Not the best decision there from Perisic. Icardi gets the ball too easily in the box, so you don't want Icardi receiving it in the box. His back was to goal, but just looking for the set. Had to probably set it maybe 5 yards too far back.
Icardi. Candreva is in space. Icardi goes for goal.
Just slipped as he hit it, didn't he, Icardi? But once again, coming back too easily. Icardi finding...
D'Ambrosio here to take the throw in. Was an unused sub for Italy in both their recent internationals. Here's Borja Valera. And now Vecino on his left foot, straight at Donnarumma.
They need two out-and-out centre forwards up there.
It's certainly not clicked, has it, for Milan yet in the derby in this first half. Really good turn by Kessié, showed good strength to get away from Gagliardini. And Borini! Good stop by Handanovic, and now on the rebound it's into the side netting.
It's a brilliant save from Handanovic, it really is. Wonderful play, wonderful break from Kessié, shows great strength to get away from Gagliardini. Beautiful weight of pass, Nagatomo lacking pace. Borini in behind him, tries to fire it across goal, and to get down so low so quickly, Handanovic does brilliantly there.
Well, no doubting. Man's left. Inside it goes here to Perisic. Borja Valera beyond it. Icardi further still. Perisic with the pass. And now it's Matthias Vecino. And Donnarumma got his angles right.
Daisy cutter, wasn't it? It was a good break again, though, wasn't it? Candreva doing good work defensively, then starting off the counter-attack. Vecino with the shot that was always going wide.
Cutrone is central. This is Fabio Borini. Musacchio. That's not a bad ball. Musacchio has continued his run. Andre Silva, and he'll get the chance to hit it. Oh, and he hits the post. Musacchio equalises. Well, Milan thought they were on terms.
This is going to go to the VAR, you'd think.
Big call, big moment in the 4th minute of the second half here at San Siro.
There, he's offside, isn't he, Musacchio? It's a great spot from the official on this side.
Believe about them here now. Rodriguez, Bonaventura, Biglia. Suso's in space. He's been found as well. He's got Musacchio to his right. Suso will have a go, and he forces the save from Handanovic.
I think Handanovic is fortunate. This is right down his throat, straight at him, because Suso catches this brilliantly with his left foot. It's moving in the air a little bit. Had it been either side, I think Handanovic
himself to be a class act, hasn't he, at Milan, Suso? 5 minutes into the second half, header clear by Skriniar, and it falls here for Borini. Well, I think he might have saw that a little late. Handanovic got down though.
Just went through the legs of the defender, didn't it? Made it more awkward for Handanovic. Good save. Started well, haven't they, at the beginning of this second half? Milan come out with some fire in their bellies, trying to get back into this. It was low, it was going towards the corner, probably would have hit the post, but Handanovic gets down well, and this is Suso's effort that was straight down the throat of Handanovic. Fortunately for him. Be careful, Miranda.
Suso. Crossfield pass intended for Rodriguez, and it finds him. 4 plays in the middle. Cutrone was one of them.
So sharp, finds space brilliantly. That's why he reminds me of Icardi. That movement to the near post, just pulls away and then gets across the front of Skriniar. Can't quite guide his shot on target. But so noticeable already at the start of the second half that Ricardo Rodriguez is playing much higher up the pitch.
Milan supporters, Chris, I would imagine, will be saying, why didn't they start like this? Rodriguez. And now Giacomo Bonaventura. Pinpoint pass to Fabio Borini. Suso. Lots of movement inside the box, an overlapping run here by Musacchio. Suso decides to go alone and scores! Oh, that was quality! How about that from Suso? Beautiful goal from the Spaniard, and Montella's Milan are level in the derby.
This is a brilliant goal from Suso, but this is all about the overlapping run from the centre-back. Musacchio that opens up the space for Suso to come inside. We spoke just a second ago about how much higher up the pitch that Borini and Rodriguez are playing. But Musacchio just takes away the run of Ivan Perisic, takes him away, allows Suso to open up the space inside. No one closes him down. And it's wonderful technique to literally pick out a pinpoint finish into the bottom corner past Handanovic, who gets a fingertip to it, but can't keep it out.
Well, it has been said that maybe this new formation doesn't suit Suso, but they're determined, Milan, to make sure they find a role for him in the Derby Della Madonnina. Candreva. Vecino! Oh, close.
Well, he should hit the target, Vecino. It's a really good counter-attack. Candreva 1v1 against Rodriguez is a complete mismatch. Tries to pass it into the bottom corner and just gets his angles wrong. Should be hitting the target there, and Spalletti, head in hands, knows that's a second half. With the way that Montella's got Milan playing now, with the two wing-backs so high, Barini and Rodriguez, Inter are going to have to defend deep and then try and hit Milan on the counter-attack.
Rodriguez comes out here for Biglia to strike one.
He's capable of scoring from there, isn't he? He has done in the past, doesn't quite get this one right. But Suso certainly got this one right. The run from Masaccio just drags two defenders, actually, Gagliardini and Perisic, away from the ball, which leaves the space for Suso, but what a finish.
I think he was an unused sub. Icardi's won it back though for Inter. And look at the run here from Perisic. Icardi. He's kept it well and found Ivan Perisic. Vecino in the middle. Icardi's there as well. Perisic hits the byline. Icardi! Oh, what a finish! It's absolutely sensational at San Siro for Mauro Icardi. What a player! Incredible improvisation from the captain, who leads from the front again, and Inter have their lead back.
Well, this is the game now, isn't it? You know, Inter win the ball out the pitch, counter-attack after counter-attack after counter-attack. It's going to be that type of game. Icardi does brilliantly initially, holds the ball up, wins the ball back, breaks forward, just waits for support. Perisic to his left-hand side, plays the perfect pass out to him. Perisic 1v1 with Masaccio. Can Masaccio stop the cross? No, he can't, but Bonucci just, instead of marking players in the box, goes to mark space. Icardi finds half a yard of space, and what a finish with the outside of his right foot on the volley. Absolute precision into the bottom corner, but George Graham always said to me as a defender, mark players in the box, space never scores a goal, and there you go, Bonucci had...
Omo will clear for Inter. Biglia. Bonucci, Suso, can he produce another moment of magic? It's deflected, and Romagnoli's forward from the back.
It didn't quite fall for him, did it? It ricocheted kindly into his path in the first instance after the shot from Suso, but just wouldn't sit down so he could get his shot on target.
Well, there were shades there of when he scored that goal to make it 2-1. In fact, Inter have shared 53 draws with Milan in Serie A, more than against any other side. But they're leading at the moment, the Nerazzurri. Here's Vecino. Gets away from Biglia. Movement from Borja Valera. Now it's João Cancelo. And on he goes. And the cross is deflected, and it's behind for a corner.
It's a good break again, isn't it, to sit alongside Biglia.
Biglia, and now Ricardo Rodriguez. Barini, he's taken that down really well. Crossing was decent, and at the back post, oh, has it gone in? It's Giacomo Bonaventura. Milan are appealing. Into the final 10 minutes we go, and Milan have done it again. Bonaventura was the man arriving at that back post. And it's 2-2 at San Siro, just as it was last season. Guaranteed drama in the Derby Della Madonnina.
It certainly looked over the line, didn't it? Good ball in, wasn't it? Good ball in from... he's unfortunate, isn't he, Handanovic? He gets down and makes a brilliant initial save, and it rebounds off the post, and he can't stop the momentum of his body, forcing it back over the line. He's unfortunate, but they don't defend the cross. It bounces in the 6-yard box. Bonaventura arrives at the back post, Cancelo switches off, doesn't track his man, and it just trickles over the line.
It's an own goal as well, isn't it?
He thinks he's going to try and settle for this point and think it's not a bad point over the course of a season. But Milan are in the ascendancy. Can they go and get the winner?
In it goes to Cutrone, and Andre Silva would have got to that, but for Miranda it's cleared by D'Ambrosio, and it's Ricardo Rodriguez who thought about hitting that first time, and then he does decide to have a go, and it's watch. Vecino gliding forward here for Inter. Icardi makes a darting move, and it's opened up the space. Vecino goes on, and now Icardi hit there. Great block, corner.
Brilliant move, brilliant block from Ricardo Rodriguez. Put his body on the line. What a run from Vecino. Great movement from Icardi. Opens up the space for him. Drifts past Bonucci far too easily. Thought he maybe could have got the shot away, Vecino, with his left foot, but tries to find Icardi in the box. Great invention from Icardi, knowing where the support was, and what a block from Rodriguez. Brilliant football all round.
Vecino maybe could have gone on his own though, couldn't he? I think that's what Icardi said to him. Why didn't you just hit it? In goes the cross. Oh, and it's watched.
Penalty.
Oh, it's given a penalty. In the 89th minute in the derby. The referee points to the spot, and Inter are going to have the chance to win this now.
Yeah, it was a header, wasn't it? Glanced on at the near post that was just going wide, and you just wonder, did Ricardo Rodriguez just tug back? I didn't quite see who it was, but he's obviously done something to give away a penalty. Header at the near post. Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, he's got his arms around him, but you see that all the time. I think that's really harsh.
Massive call in such a big game. But it's Mauro Icardi. In the final minute of normal time, a fixture that almost always seems to deliver late drama of late. Are we going to see it again now? Nerves all around San Siro. It is Mauro Icardi, the captain, who's on a hat-trick, and he scores!
The calmest man in the stadium, wasn't he?
Never in doubt from Mauro Icardi, and Inter lead for a third time in the derby. This time, can they hold the lead?
It's a hat-trick for Icardi. He takes his shirt off, shows it to the fans. He's been absolutely outstanding today. 3 chances, 3 goals. Had never scored against Milan until the last outing. Has now scored 4 in the last 2 games. He is the talisman for Inter. He's the star man today.
This is the incident for which the penalty was given. Ricardo Rodriguez just to have held on, but Icardi sent Donnarumma the wrong way, and Inter have the lead in the closing stages of the derby, and what a derby it's been.
Well, there was uncertainty, wasn't there, whether it was a penalty, but there was certainly no uncertainty about the way that Mauro Icardi stepped up and put it away.